Yeah. So we have marked this ZMP0 as the required entry, right? Now let's go to sales order. Let's try to create one sales order basically. Okay. Let's see incompletion. Yes, let us put some customer reference also. Okay. Now I have entered something, the plant and everything is there. Now let's see what is incomplete in my sales order. What is incomplete? It says
Pricing.
pricing. Just
Pricing.
double click in this line item, it will take you there. Now you know this ZMP0 is missing. So now what happened? ZMP0 we have marked as a required entry or a mandatory entry. Okay, required mandatory both are same.
Yeah.
So now this ZMP0 is not there, right? The values are not. Basically, this condition type is there, but the values is not there. So when you say value is not there, we say this condition is missing basically. Okay, because the values is not there. Values are not here. Now, when ZMP0 is not coming in my sales order, it is marking my sales order as a incomplete, right?
Yeah.
That's why it is appearing here, right? If I go to incompletion, let us go back again. If I see incompletion, it is saying this is missing. Fine. Because my ZMP0 is not having any value in my sales order, it is making my sales order as incomplete. Clear so far?
Yeah, Deepak.
Now, tell me where do you have any such control whether I can save my incomplete order or not? Let's say few data I am missing. In sales order, there was few fields which were mandatory and I have not entered them. Now, there are two ways, right? I can save it and I can fill the data later. Let's say I'll save today and after some time I will get the data what has to be maintained and then I'll maintain it. The
Yeah.
second option, I will not save it itself. Oh no, let's not save it. Because as per the business requirement, you configure it. But where is that control? Whether you can save your incomplete sales order or not. Do we have such control anywhere?
Yeah, in Vivo V8
Where
sales
is
down.
that control? Let's go to VBAK now. What is our order type? Z9. Where is that control? Find it. It's here only. In the same skin I have
Inc-
it. Yeah, go ahead. Who was saying?
I thought incomplete messages was the thing. Incomplete procedure 11 or something. No,
Where is it? This one?
I'm guessing it could be that. Not sure.
No, it's also something which is related to incompletion only. But
Yeah.
whether you are allowed to save or not, this is not the correct field. This is also some sort of incompletion. That is fine. We'll see all this. When we will cover incompletion, we will cover this. Okay. Because I told you, incompletion you can mark any field. Let's say I'll put payment time as a mandatory, right? I can make inco time as a mandatory. I can make customer reference as a mandatory. So it's as per the business requirement, which field you want to make it mandatory is as per the business. But what will happen for that incomplete order? Whether it should be saved or not, whether that saving is allowed or not, that is controlled by some other field. It's there in the same screen only. Just see it where it is. Try to find out. Who was the first person who was saying incomplete message?
I said.
That checkbox.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what this checkbox says. Let's press F1 and let's see.
Deepak, it went back to having the check mark.
Hey, I inserted. I just wanted to press F1.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Now just read it. What it says. Someone just read it loudly.
indicates whether you can save an incomplete sales document.
right?
If you make if you make the field if you mark the field and then try to save a sales document in which information is missing, the system advises you the document is incomplete. For certain type of documents, for example, rush orders and complaints, you can leave the field blank.
So what do you understand with this checkbox? What this checkbox will do now?
It will like whenever you're trying to save your sales document, like if it is incomplete, it will show you that there are some fields which are incomplete, and even
Right,
after, if you want to save it, you can proceed to save it and fill the incomplete document later.
right. So that control you have, you see, indicate whether you can save an incomplete sales document or not. So this is that control basically. You can, as I said, you any field you can mark as mandatory or optional, that is fine. But what is the next step? What is the next step? Let's say I mark the customer reference as incomplete. That's fine. My document has become incomplete. Now what next? Should I say? Should I be allowed to save, or should I not be allowed to save? That control is this one. Okay. So as of now, this is checkbox, right? Let's go to display and let's see again. So as I told you, these things are interconnected actually. Everything in SAP is interconnected. You need to remember which controls connects where. Okay, this it's all about. See, as of now, this is checkbox, right? Now let's try to save our sales order. This is fine. It is incomplete, fine. Or let's remove this as well. Okay, let's remove this customer reference as well. So now I have two fields missing, right? Let's try to save. Is it saving? What it says?
Processing.
Customer reference and pricing. Process
Right?
incompletion log before save.
Before saving. Now I cannot save
So
it.
it's not allowing us.
Exactly. It's not allowing me to
Yeah.
save basically. You see, it again coming the same screen. You must complete the following data. Let's say put customer reference for time being. Let's fine. Now I have only one incompletion, right? But still I cannot save it. If I press save, it will come because of credit management. That's fine. It's okay. See, I cannot save it. If it was saved, I should have get some sales order number, right? 57 something I should get. I'm not getting that number. That means I'm not allowed to save. It is stopping me to save that incomplete data. Let's remove that checkbox now. So now what I have configured, ZOR9 can be saved with the incomplete status as well. So that's what I have configured as of now, ZOR9. Yes. Now let's try to create another order because we have changed it, so it will not reflect automatically in this sales order. We have to create VA01. Now let's not put customer reference as well. That's fine. Let's not put it. Right. If I go to incompletion now, there are two data missing. Fine. Let's save it. You see, it got saved. Clear?
Yeah, they.
So basically, whatever field you mark here as a required, that will help your document to decide whether it's an incomplete document or complete document. That's one story. But the next, what is the next step? What should happen to that incomplete document? Whether the document should be allowed to save or not. That control is there in VB8. Clear?
Yeah, they. It's allow whether any incomplete also it creates an order.
Right. Clear? Okay. Now
Yeah,
let's
they.
move. Yeah. So up to here we have covered it. Step, counter, condition, description, from to manual required. Now the next is, what is the next field?
Static.
Static. We have already seen it, right? Let's go to our sales order for. Okay, let's go to the change mode. That's fine. What is the function of static? We have already covered it. Tell me.
will show the price, but it will not impact net price.
Okay, what condition type here in this our screen is marked as static? Can you tell me? VPRS,
The
right?
color is in black
Yeah,
color.
whatever color is black, and also you can see this mark here also, the last column here actually is static,
Yeah.
right? From here also you can say this VPRS is marked as static. So that's why it is not impacting the net value. There are two important things which your static checkbox will do. First, it will not impact your net price. That is, this value it will not change. First thing. Second thing, when you do the accounting, right, in the billing, this document or this condition type will not go to any GL. Okay, because this is static. So static will perform basically two primary functions. First, it will not impact your net. Also, it will not go to any accounting GL. Clear? This we have already seen. If we mark it as static, it is not impacting my net value. That's fine. Now, whether it will impact my what do you call accounting or not, this I will tell you later. Once we configure everything from order to invoice, I will show you that as well. Just as of now, just remember this thing. Clear? What is the function of static? See, it's two important things. That's the two primary thing for a static checkbox. It will not affect the net. Also, it will not be posted into accounting. This we already seen. This we will see later. Or if you want, we can see it also. That's fine. Let us put it. Let's try to put. But I think INR will not get posted because as per our configuration, INR was giving some errors, so I moved to UR. I think I told Lokesh to check one sales order where he was getting that error for accounting, right? Did you check Lokesh later?
Yeah.
So was it happening or again still you are getting some error?
No.
It was
No
happening, right?
error.
No error, no? Okay.
Yes.
Let's do one thing. So we will try to deliver or we will try to invoice. What I've done so far actually for time being, I made the document currency as euro. If you go, I went to the header, I went the document currency is euro. Earlier it was INR. From where the INR was coming? Earlier it was INR. From where this INR was coming? The document
Customer
currency
master.
customer master, right? So what I'm being,
Because
I've
all
changed it.
details from header belongs to customer master.
Not all, most of the fields, not all. Okay,
Yeah.
not always
Yeah.
everything because you see, it is created by all these things are not customer master data. But yeah, most of the data will come and sit in the header for customer master.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was INR. For time being, I have made it to euro. Now see one more thing here before we proceed. The prices and all we have maintained in INR, right? In VK11, so far whatever we maintained in INR, right? But my document I told system to be treated as a euro currency. You see, now this INR is getting converted to this as well. Every INR is getting converted to euro, you see. And how it is getting converted, you can just double click here and you can see the exchange rate also. You see, this is the exchange rate. At what exchange rate it is happening? INR to euro. Clear? So as of now, your VPRS, what is the value of VPRS in euro?
1.32.
1.32. And I have marked this VPRS as a static, right? So basically, this should not go
Yeah.
to any accounting, right? This is our configuration, right? Let's try to see with what is happening. Fine, let's try to deliver. I was trying to configure this credit management for you people so that I can show you once we see it. Something I have done, something is still pending. That's fine. Hopefully, I should be able to configure everything when we go for our credit management class. What is the ticket to release my sales order? My this sales order has went into delivery this what do you call create block, right? Like if I go to header, I see status as a block.
VKM4. VKM4.
Okay, VKF4. What I will do here, I copy my sales order. Where I will put my sales order. In which
SD
field?
document.
SD document, right?
SD document.
Execute it. Select this line, release, right?
File release.
So as of
Yeah.
now, our system doesn't have the create for that customer. That's fine. We want to continue anyway. So why we are releasing it manually. See, it is released now. Now I can create the delivery. If I go to sales document, I try to deliver. You see, it is allowing me to deliver. That's fine. Let's go to picking. We'll pick some one piece. We'll do postcode issue. PJ also done. Let's try to do billing. One has done some changes for HSA code and all. It is saying that that's fine. Let's save it now.
Yeah. It says
That's fine. That error is coming from some other configuration. That's fine. Let's not bother about all those.
okay. Yeah.
But it says no general entries. You see, accounting entry generated the same. So what it says, document is created, no accounting entry generated. Let's see why it is not generated. Let's go to billing again. Now, how can I see what is the error? The best way to see the error is you try releasing it manually now. You see,
Yeah.
GL account
GL.
is not defined. Why this is coming? Earlier this was allowed. I don't know why some GL account is not defined for charter account. I think someone changed that GL or do you have your invoice number? Okay, which was released to accounting.
Give me 2 minutes. Give me 2 minutes, Deepak. I will check.
Just check it. It seems
Dog.
someone has changed that GL actually. Okay, let me see what was the GL which we were using. Let me just see. That day I pinged one invoice number in the chat, right? I think it was 4916.
Deepak 5756 order.
Okay, just let me see whether this was the yes. 496. Tell me the order number. Order number you have?
5756.
5756. I go to document flow. I go to invoice. No, I think this accounting is not generated here also. Because it is. I go to accounting. It is not generated. That day I pinged one invoice number in the group, I think, right? In our group. Wait, let me just see it. Yeah, 4925. Someone has changed the config again. That day it was working, but now someone has changed it. You see, it was generated. Okay. I don't know whether it will be shown or not. Let me just see. Okay, before we go, let me just tell you what do you mean when you say counting or not. See, do you see any condition marked as a static here? Condition type. In this invoice, do you see any condition type marked as a static?
Yeah, Deepak.
Which condition?
ZK
Okay.
F0.
ZKF0.
So why, where it is not, this is not, wait. ZKF0, this is a checkbox, no, this one.
Test.
Test is different, no, test is another line.
Yeah.
Red testing, ZKF0, this is not static, no. If you come this line, this is not checked, no.
VPRS is disappeared.
ZK0.
No, that is fine. For VPRS is for other, for this document only. Do you see any condition for this document which is marked as static?
No.
No.
Right. So what type we have, what condition type we have? Total 4, right? ZPR0, ZK05, ZK30, ZKF0, right? Every condition had its own value. Let's do one thing. Let me just take a snip. Or let's do one thing. Let me just not take a screenshot. Let me just open side by side. Let's not waste time. I'll just quickly show you what is this static will do. I will check. Maybe someone has changed the config again, but I'll show you. I'll check that later and then I'll tell you. Here I will go to accounting. Now, if you notice here, uh, my net, that is fine, and 0.64. I'll show you the demo tomorrow, maybe, or maybe after some time when I have that this figure out this finance config is something someone has stated as I told. So I'll fix it and then we'll show you again. Here, let's move to the next field. Any questions so far?
No, Deepak.
Okay. Now the next field is print. Print means whether you want to print the value of any condition type. As I told you, when you do the output, right? We have print out, we have mail, we have faxes, right? We have EDI. So printout is one form of output, right? So whether in that output you want to print that condition type or not, that control we have from this print options, right? This we have here. The, let me close this. Yeah, this one, print type. You see, this uh, release for accounting is not covered here. Why? Because this document is from ECC, right? So this is why this point is not covered. I'll cover this, don't worry. As of now, just we have started this print type. Let's understand this print type first. So wherever you mark which condition type you want to print, you can use this field. Let's say printing at item, printing at logic, level, item level, all those things. But as I told you, none of the company uses the form or the printout what SAP is providing. Every company is having their own printout, right? So this field is not at all used by any company basically. But what is the function? So this was the function of this field, whether to print that condition type value in the invoice or not. From here you can control it. But when, as I said, when in any company, when you go for invoice printing or bill printing, the developer writes the logic completely different. So the developer will not check this field. You can simply ask your developer in the invoice, just print. Let me go to order first, or let me go to invoice. So what you tell your developer? Just print this value as a net. Just print this as a discount and this as a text. That's it. So the developer will not go to for print type and all. They can read this value. And what is the table for pricing for sales order or any sales document? Which table contains that pricing data? It's a very important table in S4HANA that has got from change from ECC to HANA. What was that table which will contain your pricing data?
KONV.
No, it was old actually. The new it is different. KONV was in ECC. In S4 it's different.
KONH.
No.
KONV.
No.
PRCD elements.
Right. CRCD understood element. So basically, you will tell the developer because see, you cannot tell the developer like this. You take this value, you take this value. You need to give that logic to them. Okay. Let me just show you. Since we are discussing this, let's not use this invoice. Anyway, it is fine. We will go to our sales order, whatever we created. What was the sales order? It is 5797, right? So let's take this example only. So as I told you, the developer, you cannot ask your developer to print like this. Okay, take this value, take this value, take this value. No. They will ask you from where I should take this value. They cannot open the T code and see, right? They need to write some logic, some programming they will do. So they will ask you the field name basically, which field, which table. As I told you, everything will be stored in everything which you create in sales SAP. It will go and sit in some sales order, right? Now let's say there is a requirement from business that in invoice. Let's say they want to print this ZK30. Okay, you can go to sales order VA03, you can see it, but the developer will not write the logic based on this, right? How will they write? They need to write some code. So how you will read that code? Now let's try to find out where this value is being stored. Let's try to find out. So what is the table name you said?
PRCD elements.
PRCD underscore elements, right? Okay, elements. Now, what are the primary keys here? In this PRCD underscore element, what are the primary keys?
Document condition, item, step number, counter.
Counter. Fine. I don't want to go to item level and all because since we have only one item and all, in sales order we have only one item, right? So that is fine. What I need basically now?
Document condition.
Document. From where I'll get this document condition? Something I have to pass here, right? From where I'll get this value? Any idea? I need to have document condition number to see my pricing. And as I told you, whenever you save a sales order, there is the document condition number generated in the backend. Which table should which table should contain this value document condition? How many tables we have for sales order? How many tables you know?
VBAK, VBAP,
And what? What else?
VBEP.
EP also. Now, where this pricing related information or this document condition should be stored? What do you think?
VBEP.
No, VBEP for scheduling. No, on which date, how much quantity? We are not into that business now.
PRCD.
Huh?
PRCD.
PRCD is fine. PRCD we have opened. But to see my value, I need to pass this primary key value. From where I'll get this value, what I need to pass here?
BBRK.
VBAK.
Maybe RK is for invoice, no.
Invoice.
VBAK.
We are not into invoice now. We are just trying to see the pricing for our sales order as of now. So it will be stored in VBAK.
VBAK.
Okay, let's go to VBAK. Now, what is my primary key? Sales document. I have my sales document, right? I copy it, I paste it, I execute it. Now, let's open this as well side by side. Now, what I need here, I need to have my document condition, right? I can just type here, I can find here. Let's type condition. I think it will come. You see,
Document condition number.
right? But the best way to match whether it is the same field or not, don't go with the description, you go with the field name. You see
Okay.
KNUMV,
Yeah.
right? Is it the same field?
Yeah.
So this number is our number that we want to pass. Understood? When I created my sales order, this 5797, system has stored the data in prior CD element fine. But at the same time, there is the document condition number also generated for sales order. So that you will get from VBAK. You have copied
What
it.
is what is document condition number actually? I mean, why is it important?
See, okay, let me expand this a little better actually. I don't know. You are creating a sales order, right? Let's say in our case 5797, correct?
Huh?
So pricing is working in the sales order level also. When you
Correct.
create any invoice, that time also pricing happen, right?
Yeah.
And as I told you, these all values, pricing values will be stored in one table, which is our RCD underscore element, right?
Yeah.
So now either you can pass your sales order number as a primary key or your invoice. But what system has done, when you create any document which contains pricing from sales side, system creates one document condition number also. Okay. This is nothing but just a denotation of which sales order we are talking here. Because when you want to see pricing for PRCD element in any document, let's say order or invoice, you need to pass something, right? To see the value for this one. Let us do one thing. Let me go to PRCD underestimate again. Let's say I don't know this number. I executed it. What it will show you? It will show you
All
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 the
the
prices for all the sales order, all the invoices. But what I want to see, I want to see pricing for this sales order because I am only interested in the value of that case 30 that belongs to this sales order. So I need to pass this sales order number somewhere, right? Some link should be there between this sales order number and this PRCD element. So that we call it interlink or something. You can use common field. So the document condition number is that common field which will link between PRCD element and your sales order.
but why can't we use the sales order itself?
No, you cannot use it because see, as I told you, VBRK is also invoice, right? That is also having a pricing related stuff, right? Pricing related information.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
So this is why system has what you call to make it uniform. What system is doing? You create any document, system will create a document condition number first, and then that number you need to pass in the PRCD element. This is how SAP has designed it. Basically, just a linkage.
Okay.
Okay, it's just a link actually. Because each document will have its own unique document condition number. Like in sales order, we have gone to VBAK to find that number, right?
Hmm.
Similarly, for invoice, where you will go? If I want to see invoice pricing data, I need to have some document condition number for that invoice, right? Where I will find that document condition number for invoice?
In VBAK.
VBAK is for order, na? For invoice. For invoice, document condition from where I get? For sales
Uh,
order, from where you got? For sales order, document condition number, from where you got your document condition number for sales order?
VBAK.
AK. That is header or item? What data it is?
Header.
Header.
Header. So similarly for invoice, where you will find the document condition number for invoice?
VBAK.
RK. Exactly. Header only. You see that also. It's not bother. I'll show you that also. Let's not focus. I mean, as of now, let's just focus for our K, this value. From where I can find this value. Because as I told you, the developer will ask the table and the field name which will contain this 5. Okay. So now what we did? We went to VBAK. So this is how you will tell the developer to write the logic basically. Whenever the document is going to print the value, you need to have one sales order or invoice number, right? That's one that I mean the information for that document only you're going to print. So your starting point is your sales order. What you will how you will write? Take this sales order, go to VBAK, pass in this field and take the document condition number. Now copy the document condition number. Now go to your PRCD element, pass the document condition number in this KNUMB field, and then you execute it. So it will tell you, you see all those conditions which were there in my sales order. What we are interested as of now, ZK30. Let's go to ZK30. Then you will ask, put the filter on the condition type.
So these are all the pricing condition types which we have used for that sales order, right?
That sales order, right? ZK30. Right? Do you see condition value now? This only I wanted to print, right?
Yeah.
Every info, not only this 5. You see, if you see what are the other parameter here, 10%. 10% of what?
5 rupees. 50.
50, exactly. So that is also important for you, right? On what value that 10% is applied? You see here, that condition basis. On base of 50, it has applied that 10% and your value becomes 5. Here also you can see. See, since it's very simple, you know it. Okay, it's 50, and out of that 50, let me just expand it. Yeah. So here you know it. That 50 is there, then 5 is there, it becomes 45. But for that case 30, why it is taking 50? Because you have marked this as 39. 39 means this test line. Test line means this line. This is my sales order. Test line. So system is taking this line value. Oh, wait. Why? It's taking 50. What we have written there? That's the 30 only, right? That is 30. Why it is taking 50? It is also 45 only, right? It's 45. 39 to 39, that's fine. Okay, let's skip this page. I'll explain you that. Fine. So basically what I'm trying to say, if you double click on this line item, it will tell you the basis also, on what basis it has applied this value. So it's a 50. So this is also something related to the pricing of this condition type, right? So all this information you can see here, you see, and I told you 50, this 5. So this 5 you want to print. So this is how you will tell that developer to write the logic. Go to VBAK. Let me just close this. Let me just go back again. Yeah. So what you will tell to the developer? Take the sales order number, go to VBAK table, pass the sales order number in the VBAK VBELN field, and then take the value of this document condition number, PNUMB, whatever it was, PNUMB, and then pass this PNUV number, whatever you find, in the PRCD element in this field. Because as I told you, the developer are always will always ask you the table and field. Okay. Document condition number, where you have to pass this also you need to tell. You cannot say just take this document condition number and pass in PRCD element. The developer will ask you where I need to pass. There are so many fields here, right? Where I need to pass. That also you need to tell them. You pass this in the PRCD underscore element KNU MV, and then you execute, and then you will find your value 5 rupees in the document condition where you see that is 30. You will find that 5 rupees. This value I want to print. Then developer understand how to find it. For every document, it can write the code. It will just write a code. It will follow everything. For every document, the value could be different, but this is how the developer will write the logic to print it. Clear? Any questions so far? So now in this case, what is the base value for ZK30? If someone asks you like this, can you tell me what is the base value of ZK30? Base value.
50.
50?
50, and if you consider minus that 5 testing, then it will become 45.
No, forget about all this thing.
Okay.
This plus minus all those things you ignore. 10% is 4.5.
Yeah.
Just concentrate on this line. Forget about
Okay.
whatever we have above, the condition type, plus minus, active, inactive. Forget about everything. We have something, let's say X. X ka 10% becomes 4.5. What is
Yeah.
your total value? 100%. Simple math. Because see, when you
45.
eh? Come again?
45, right?
Exactly. 45. Since it's very simple, you are seeing it's very easy. Your 10%, 44.5, the total is 45. Right? But as I told you, in the real world, the percentage will be something 4.39, 7.42. Okay, so it's very
Yeah.
difficult. So how you can see the base value on which basis this 10% is applied? You simply double click here.
Double click on it.
Yeah, and then it will tell you this base value. I'll tell you why I'm focusing. I'm targeting this base value. I'm just trying to explain you because this will be used in some other field also in the pricing procedure only. Here. So now this is done. Let's go to the next. Printing is done. Okay, now let's go to this one. Yeah. What are the two things I told you about the static condition type? Two primary things about a static condition type.
It will not impact in net price,
Yeah.
and it will not account in a GL account.
Right. It will not go to accounting. Right. But now till ECC you have up to control here only that any static condition type will not go to accounting. Clear? In ECC this was the control, but in S4HANA SAP has given you the control to pass any static condition type also into some GL. Clear? So basically what I'm trying to say, now you can, what do you call, you can bypass this line. Means you can mark a condition as a static. At the same time in S4HANA you have that option that I can pass that condition type into some accounting also. Clear?
Yeah.
In
Got it.
ECC, if you mark anything as static, that means no net value impact and you cannot post. But in S4HANA, why SAP is given, I'll tell you that as well. See, if you mark, let's say, there is a condition type, okay, let's take PRF, okay, PR1, or let's say PR1, that PR1, okay, that PR1 is the condition type. That condition type is for profit. That condition type will contain the value for my profit for that line item. How that value will come and all, don't bother. Okay, just assume that there is a condition type that FR1 that contains my profit value. Clear? Now, obviously, that is my profit value for that line item, right? I don't want this condition to impact the net price. Obviously, it's a profit, right? It's something which I want to know. It is coming because of this net discount, freight surcharges, everything, right? And then the profit has been calculated. So it is something which should not impact your net price. Clear? Clear? No, the profit value, what you see, that is
Yeah,
something
Deepak,
which
sir.
should not impact your net price. Clear? This is fine. So I will mark that PR1 or whatever I told you that condition type. I will mark that condition as a static. So my that requirement is done. I have one condition type in line item that will tell me the profit. And let's assume we are in ECC system. Okay, let's assume we are in ECC. I mark that condition type as a static. Now that condition type will not impact my net price. Fine. But at the same time, I cannot pass this condition type into any GL, right? Because in ECC that there was no such control. Clear? Now let's think from a business perspective. Let's say there are 10 sales order or 10 invoices which are created. Okay. Obviously, each sales order will have its own profit value. Each line will have it. That condition type will be different. Let's say 1 lakh, then 10,000, 2 lakh, then 20,000. If management or for any reason, if someone wants to get that report, how much profit we have achieved, right? You can write the code, you can get the report written with the help of a developer that okay, just go to PRCD element and find that profit type, condition type, and then submit, and then you can print. You can just show that to the in the report. That is also one way of what do you call showing the profit, right? That is the one way. But in S4HANA, SAP has given that option. You can post it to some GL. Even though it's a static, you can post it. So now if someone wants to see how much profit they have made, they simply open the GL, FBL1 or 5 and 3, whatever, I don't remember actually, I always get confused. FBL3N or FBL5N, there is some T code to see the GL entry, right? They will simply go to that T code, they will put that GL number and they can get the detail, how much profit they have made. Okay. For that purpose, for your reporting or for your analyzing purpose, for any purpose, if you want to pass the condition type into any GL, whether it's a static or not static, you can pass it. In S4HANA, we have that control, but in ECC, that was not possible. Clear? What is the use of this one? Clear? So now
Yeah,
what we
yeah,
can do?
Deepak.
Let's say we have VPRS, right? In VPRS, what is the value in our case? 123, right? For any reason, let's say I want to pass this 123 into some GL also. What I will do, I will mark this as static, means it will not impact my pricing. Fine. But I want this 123 to go to some GL, I will put this checkbox also. Both checkbox active means what will happen?
It will not impact in net price, but it will shown in a GL account.
Yeah, it will not show. You can pass it to some GL basically.
Yeah,
You can pass it to some GL. Clear?
yeah.
Yeah. So let's stop here only. We have already wasted a lot of time in troubleshooting that one. That's fine. So we have covered up to print time, right? Subtotal we will start tomorrow. Subtotal requirement, all of this we will cover. Okay.